Good morning, students. Hope all of you are doing well. Today, I am going to discuss the numerical problem which is based on simple machine. So that chapter numerical problems is very important. So today I will discuss it. But before I start the numerical problems, we have to recall that formula of important formula to solve that numerical problems. So let's see the importance formula or expression of a numerical problem. So see here, mechanical advantage. So mechanical advantage of a machine, so that part actually is very important to solve any numerical problems. So what is mechanical advantage? So each and every machine have a mechanical advantage. So suppose we are using any machine, so how easier or faster a machine makes our work is denoted by a term called mechanical advantage. So machine actually help us to do our work easier. So how much it will be easier or faster a machine makes our work is denoted by a term called mechanical advantage. So mechanical advantage is the ratio of the load to the effort. So the mechanical advantage of a machine is the ratio of the load to the effort. So mechanical advantage, you have to write load divided by effort. So some machines also reduce the applied force. Most of the machines actually have mechanical advantage is greater than 1. So mechanical advantage is actually, in simple word, how easier or faster a machine makes our work easier, because we are using machine to do our work easier. So how easier or faster a machine makes our work is denoted by a term called mechanical advantage. The mechanical advantage of a machine is defined as the ratio of the load to the effort. So suppose if the effort applied is less than the load to be lift or moved, then the mechanical advantage is more than 1. So if the effort applied is less than the load to be lift or moved, so if we applied a less effort to lift a load or moved a load, so then the mechanical advantage is more than 1. Otherwise it is less than 1. Otherwise means if the effort applied is greater than the load to be lift or moved, then the mechanical advantage is less than 1. Or when that effort is applied the equal amount the load to be lifted or moved, then the mechanical advantage will be equal to 1. So mechanical advantage has no unit, because you see here mechanical advantage is the ratio of the load to the effort. So that's why it has no unit, because load and effort is the same physical quantity. We will see later the both have the same unit. So that's why the mechanical advantage has no unit, since it is a ratio. Because it is a ratio, that's why it has no unit. So in the case of a lever, we can use the length of the load arm and the effort arm to find the mechanical advantage. So have you remember what is that effort arm and load arm? So load arm is that the distance of the fulcrum from the point at which the load acts is called the load arm, and the distance of the fulcrum from the point at which the effort is applied is called the effort arm. Okay, so that another formula is also from that principle of a lever. According to the principle of a lever, mechanical advantage equals to, see here, mechanical advantage equals to load divided by effort equals to that effort arm means the length of effort arm, and divided by load arm means the length of load arm. So load into cross multiplication, you see, load into load arm equals to effort into effort arm. So this is our actually the principle of a lever. So by using this formula we can solve all those numerical which is based on the simple machine. So before that you have to know, suppose in questions is sometimes is given, this is a class 1 lever. So the position of the fulcrum, the relative position of the fulcrum effort and load, that lever can be classified into 3 types or classes. So class 1, class 2, class 3 levers. In some numerical problems, suppose examples is given. Suppose the crowbar or seesaw. So if we don't know which type of lever is it, so we can't solve that problem. Okay, so for this actually it's very helpful to, you have to know that all the examples is belongs in which class of lever. Class 1 lever, class 2 lever or class 3 lever. So let's see our first numerical problems. So see here the first numerical problems. An effort of 12 kgf is applied on a machine for the movement of a load of 120 kgf. So as I told you as before that mechanical advantage is defined as the ratio of the load to the effort, and and mechanical advantage is the ratio of load divided by effort. So that's why it has no unit, because you see here effort unit is in kgf and also load unit is in kgf. So when you will divide load divided by effort, so then with the unit kgf will be cancelled out. So for solving this problem, so you see here that effort is given here, load is given here. Simply here you have to find out the mechanical advantage of the machine. So how can you find out the mechanical advantage? For this you have to remember that expression of a mechanical advantage. So mechanical advantage is defined as the ratio of the load to the effort. So load divided by effort. So instead of load you have to write 120 kgf, and instead of effort you have to write 12 kgf, because this measurement is given in your question. So you write here and simply you solve it. So 120 divided by 12, then you will get 10. But you see here they have no unit. They have no unit because mechanical advantage has no unit, because it is the ratio of the load to the effort, and load and effort are is in same unit. So that's why that the mechanical advantage has no unit. So let's see question number 2. The length of a lever is 3 meters. So you see here the picture is given. So you see the first question is load and effort is given here, and only you have to find out the mechanical advantage. So for this type of question, if you remember that expression or the formula of a mechanical advantage, then easily you can solve. Okay. The second question is, you see here the length of a lever. So picture is given here, so figure is given here. So that whole length is 3 meter. So calculate the mechanical advantage of the lever if its fulcrum is situated at a distance of 120 centimeter. So see here fulcrum is here. So fulcrum we can denote it by capital F. Load is here. So load is denoted by capital L, and effort is denoted by capital E. So the mechanical advantage of the lever if its fulcrum is situated at a distance of 120 centimeter from the load. So fulcrum is here and it is situated at the distance of 120 centimeter from the load. So this distance, only this distance is, so see here, so only this distance is 120 centimeter, but the whole distance is given is 3 meter. So at first you have to change in same system of unit. So it's better you have to change the 3 meter into meter to centimeter. So 3 meter equals to how much centimeter? So 3 into 100. So 300 centimeter. Okay. So now this distance, if it's 120 centimeters, then easily we can find out this distance. But actually no need to do here, because you know that for solving this problem, actually at first you have to write like this way: the length of the lever is equal to 3 meter. So that meter can be converted into centimeter, 300 centimeter. Length of the load arm is 120 centimeters. So load arm, have you remember everyone? The load arm actually the distance of the fulcrum from the point at which the load acts. So the distance from of the fulcrum. So fulcrum is here. Fulcrum is here. and from the point at which the load acts. So this distance is called load arm. But what is effort arm? So the distance of the fulcrum from the point at which the effort is applied. So the fulcrum to that effort point is, that distance is called effort arm. So here effort arm actually is 300 centimeter, because you see the fulcrum is in one end of that bar or a lever, and the effort is in another end. So this total distance is 3 meter or 300 centimeter. So that is actually the total length is our effort arm, because we always calculate the effort arm from the fulcrum to the effort distance. Okay, and load arm is the fulcrum to the load. So that distance will be load arm. So how can you solve this problem? So for this problem, you have to apply the second formula. So means the mechanical advantage equals to load divided by effort, we know, but it is also equal to the ratio of the length of the effort arm divided by the length of the load arm. So this for second formula you have to apply it. So you write down instead of the length of the effort arm, you write down 300 centimeter, and instead of the length of the load arm equals to 120 centimeter. So then we will get 2.5. Okay, but as I told you as before, mechanical advantage has no unit, because it is the ratio of the same physical quantity. You see here, effort arm divided by load arm. So this unit is same. So that's why we can't put any unit. And question number 3 also, you see, a man uses a 2.5 meter long crowbar. So you see here that is given but not mentioned here which type of lever is it, to raise a load of 1000 Newton. Find question number A, the effort needed to lift the load, and question number B is the mechanical advantage of the crowbar, and the fulcrum is located at 2 meter from the effort end. So at first you have to know crowbar is a what type of lever. So crowbar actually is a class 1 lever. So you have to write the given information. Whatever given information is given information is given here. So that given information you have to write down or note down at first. So given information at first, the load equals to 1000 Newton. So you write here, and then load arm equals to, you see here that a man uses a 2.5 meter long crowbar, but you see here that fulcrum. So in class 1 lever, the fulcrum is in between the load and effort. So that's why we have to this is the total length actually. So you have to when 2.5 minus or subtract 2 from 2.5, then we will get load arm, and effort arm is equal to, you have to find out, effort is equal, you have to find out, and effort arm equals to given is 2 meter, because you see the fulcrum is located at the 2 meter from the effort arm. So this distance is given, 2 meter. So total is 2.5. So that's why we get this part. Okay, so load arm easily we can find 0.5 meter. So effort you have to find out. So according to the principle of lever, we know that effort into effort arm equals to load into load arm. So now you put that instead of those part, you have to put the values. So effort we have to find out. So effort we always, so one thing you have to remember, load, effort and fulcrum, whatever you write, always you denoted by a capital letter. Okay, so means effort you always write capital E, load always you write capital L, and fulcrum you always write capital F. So if instead of effort we have to write capital E. Effort arm is already we know 2 meters, so write here 2 meter. Load is given 1000 Newton, so you write down 1000 Newton into load arm equals to 0.5 meter. So now you simply solve it, then you will get 250 Newton. So now the second part is our mechanical advantage. So mechanical advantage is denoted as the ratio of the load to the effort. So mechanical advantage equals to load divided by effort. Instead of load you write down 1000 Newton divided by 250 Newton. So then when you will divide it, you will get 4. So see here that here you see that effort has a unit, but mechanical advantage is the ratio of load divided by effort, and it has no unit since it is a ratio. Okay, so that's why we will get 4. Okay, so like this way you have to solve, and it's better when you this type, when in exams this type of question will come, you at first you find out the which class of lever and draw the diagram, because diagram sometimes is help you to understand. Okay, so if you draw the diagram, then it will you will not make any mistake. So it's better you find out which class of lever, and simply at first you draw the diagram, and then what is the information given in your question you write quickly, and then which terms or which physical quantity you have to find out, you write down to be calculated. So then or put a question mark, then it will be helpful to find to solve the problem. And for this type of question, you know that two formula is very important. Mechanical advantage is equal to load divided by effort, and mechanical advantage equals to length of the effort arm divided by length of the load arm. Or you can say if you remember the principle of a lever, load into load arm equals to effort into effort arm, then easily you can solve all types of numericals problems. So you please do it or practice it. In my next video I will discuss that some more another numericals problem based on this mechanical advantage or effort or load. So here a few question is given, also numericals problems. So you please solve this part. Check your progress, answer the following and solve the following numerical problems. So you write at first, then in my next video